Death has done nothing to weaken Bloodraven's combat skills. If anything, she's more deadly than ever.
Upon our return to the rogue encampment, with the demons dwelling in the den of evil utterly destroyed, the field captain Kashya reports.
My rogue scouts have just reported an abomination in the monastery graveyard. Apparently, Andariel is not content to take only our living. Bloodraven, one of our finest captains in the battle against Diablo at Tristram, was also one of the first to be corrupted by Andariel. Now you'll find her in the monastery graveyard, raising our dead as zombies. We cannot abide this defilement. If you are truly our ally, you will help us destroy her.
And Dariel's newest pawn is raising the dead. We don't take too kindly to competition. Searching for insight into this former hero's past, the witch Akara then illuminates.
Bloodraven fought valiantly against Diablo in the catacombs beneath Tristram. She was never quite the same afterwards. It is now obvious that she brought an evil influence back with her.
Such is the corruptive power of a prime. Seeing our puzzled expression, Wariv, the caravan master, then poses.
How can one kill what is already dead?
Clearly, Wariv has never seen the majesty of a freshly fallen corpse explode and fragment into their nearby kin. The muscle-bound blacksmith Chazi then reiterates.
Bloodraven was the leader of a rogue band that once fought Diablo at Tristram.
And now, this Bloodraven is but a pawn of evil. And finally, we seek out the merchant Gede.
I'm sorry. The undead are bad for trade. I have a strict no-return policy.
Funny. We put all our dead on layaway. Checking our journal, we see Kashya has pointed us to the burial grounds adjacent to the cold plains. Our quest has taken us once more out of the confines of the encampment and into the Blood Moor. Following a path to the northwest, we batter and curse our enemies with amplified damage. This deceptively potent curse rapidly advances the age and putridity of any wound. Ordinary blows will cut through flesh and carve particularly vicious wounds that fester and seethe, naturally increasing the amount of damage received. Guarding the entrance to the cold plains, a lone figure, Flavi, warns.
Beware. Beyond lies mortal danger for the likes of you.
This is no doubt due to a new enemy, the corrupted rogues. Once members of the proud sisterhood, these undead are covered in fleshy tendrils, consumed by a dark hunger, and but puppets of the Maiden of Anguish and Dariel. The tainted sisters are seldom caught alone, preferring to attack in groups. Many of the corrupted ones are said to have forgotten their skills with ranged weapons, or are so driven by hell's rage that they blindly melee with whatever weapon is at hand. As night falls upon a midnight dreary, we leave the cold plains, battered, weak and weary. In Demon's stead, we find a pack of hungry dead, and upon dispatching them, it's then we said,
Too many empty graves.
Entering the burial grounds, our mission is clear: to kill Bloodraven. Greeting us are more undead, guarding the eastern gate of the decrepit graveyard. Stepping over a broken cast iron fencing, we see a well-lit mausoleum, but then here the dead are not at all at rest. Shambling in the center of the cemetery is a gaggle of undead.
My army will destroy you.
And their shepherd, Bloodraven, in tow, as she pelts us with poisoned arrows. We see decorating the tree she stands beside are a collection of fellow rogues' corpses hanging. Bloodraven herself, almost identical to her tainted sisters, save a demonic raven skull-like helm, and she still proudly slings arrows in death, as she did in life. We attempt to circle the pack of fallen fiends to no avail. Attacking them head-on leaves us exposed to more arrows lobbed at us ever so casually by an unfazed raven. Breaking from the pack, we attack Blood Raven head-on, but once more, her formidable poison bites through our defenses, and we're forced to dive into the nearby mausoleum to collect ourselves. The Quiet Crypt, a sanctuary we're all too familiar with, gives us a moment to cast the town portal and replenish our supplies, as Akara warns.
If you fail to destroy Blood Raven, I fear that our order will perish forever.
Chazi then expands.
Akara felt something was wrong even before Andariel descended upon us. She feared that Blood Raven had stumbled upon some evil force beneath Tristram. I wish we had acted then.
Geed then wonders aloud.
I wonder if that old gossip Melra is among the undead. Oh, she had dirt on everybody.
Wariv then worries.
When the dead return to prey upon the living, it is a terror beyond understanding.
And finally, Kashya urges.
Each moment you delay adds another undead sister to Blood Raven's army.
She's right. Blood Raven's undead horde grows by the second. Portaling back to the mausoleum, we ready ourselves for the onslaught above, our minds blank, save for one thought. I would kill.
My army will destroy you.
This time, our skeleton summon draws the attention of the undead mob, and we breach the gap between us and the Raven. And the slippery sister, cursing her with amplified damage, withering her own defenses, and attack with pure, blunt force trauma, all the while retreating and healing as we kite her minions, using their slow shamble to our advantage, simultaneously dodging arrows and drawing out the rogue away from the pack, until finally we sense the hour of her doom is nigh, shrugging off the undead's assault as they impotently pour at us, and with a final blow, we shatter her skull, and a demonic essence lifts as we scale.
Blood Raven, rest well.
And the Raven's eyes have all the seeming of a demon's that is dreaming, and the lamplight over her streaming throws a shadow on the floor, and a soul from out that shadow that lies floating on the floor shall be lifted nevermore. We approach Blood Raven's lifeless body. We find fallen a small hand axe, Plague Mangler, boasting superior amplified damage, as well as formidable elemental damage to boot. It's then, thanks to our necromantic ability, we touch the deceased corpse of Blood Raven and peer into her past, seeing she was once known as Morena, a powerful warrior as the rogues foretold, and a crucial member of the triumvirate that miraculously felled Diablo 'neath the Cathedral of Tristram, a taint in which she carried with her, a madness to which she succumbed. Something to look forward to in our future, no doubt. With that, the dark deed done, we arrive back at the encampment, and Akara says,
Andariel must be made to pay for her sacrilege.
Tensions will remain high until Andariel is dealt with.
Kashya wishes to reward you for your defeat of Blood Raven. I thank you too, even though Blood Raven was once my friend.
We mourn the loss of a rogue, yet no, the Morena they once counted as an ally is long gone.
Some of those gals weren't so nice the first time around.
Geed, not being a hit with the ladies. Truly a shocking revelation. Next time, warn us so we can be seated.
You've done well, stranger. I hope all your efforts are worth it.
Me too, Wariv. Me too. And finally, we seek out Kashya for our reward.
I can hardly believe that you've defeated Blood Raven. Though she was once my closest friend, I pray that her tortured spirit remains banished forever. You have earned my respect, stranger, and the allegiance of the rogues. I have placed several of my best warriors at your disposal.
Now, with one of Kashya's finest at our side, our quest has ended, but our hunt for Andariel, we fear, has just begun.